now that you now know the relationship between completing the square method and general formula, we can now solve an example using completing the square method. Okay, so let's solve this question. Solve the quadratic equation 2x squared minus 3x minus 5 is equal to 0 using completing the square method. Solve the quadratic equation 2x squared minus 3x minus 5 is equal to 0 using the completing the square method. Now this is very, very simple. And the first thing you need to do is you are going to move the minus 5 to the other side of your equation. That's the first thing you need to do. Write your equation down. Don't rush. Just write your equation down. That is 2x squared minus 3x minus 5 is equal to 0. So, okay. So now, what you just have to do is to move your 5 to this other side. You move your 5 to this other side. Your 5 will no longer remain positive. We will no longer remain negative. It's going to be now positive, all right? So once anything moves over the equality sign, the sign of that number will change. So now 5 has changed, the sign has changed. It's no longer minus 5, it's now going to be plus 5. Okay, so our equation will now be 2x squared minus 3x is equal to 5. Okay, now at this point, divide both sides by the coefficient of x squared, because we want to eliminate that coefficient of x squared and make x squared to be what? To have a coefficient of 1 instead of a number. Now right now there's a number there and it's 2, so we have to divide both sides by that 2 so that the coefficient of x squared will remain 1, which is not impossible. It's very, very possible. So now let's divide both sides by 2. If you divide both sides by 2 now, you're going to be having 2x squared divided by 2 minus 3x over 2 is equal to 5 over 2. Beautiful. So at this point now, you're now having your 2 will cancel out the 2, and you're now left with x squared minus, now your 3x is now going to remain with 2. That's minus 3x over 2 is now equal to 5 over 2. So our new equation is now s squared minus 3x over 2 is equal to 5 over 2. Beautiful. Now at this point, it's now time for us to find half of the coefficient of x and the square of it. That's the square of half the coefficient of x. Now what is half of the coefficient of x? The coefficient of x right now is what? Minus 3 over 2. Take notes. Minus 3 over 2 is the coefficient of x. Now half of that is going to give you 3 over 4. All right, half of the coefficient of minus 3 over 2 is going to give you what? Minus 3 over 4.